Okay, welcome to Weight Loss Challenge Week 3. Now this is, I've pre-recorded this call. I'm not sure whether I'll have access next week, so this is my plan B in case plan A to do it live goes wrong. So if you listen to this one, it has been pre-recorded just in case we didn't have access where we're going to be next week. So welcome. This week, we're going to talk about metabolism. So over the last 2 weeks we've talked about the importance of protein, and we've also talked about the importance of how much water you drink. So by now you should be able to start to have increased your protein and be able to maintain that now, because it should be becoming a little bit more of a habit after 2 weeks that you should be increasing that protein. It becomes part of everyday life. Also with your water, you should be working towards being able to increase that water and notice how much you're drinking and be looking to increase that. So metabolism, it's a really interesting one actually, metabolism. So I thought I'd start with a definition. What do we mean by metabolism? So it refers to all the chemical processes that happen in your body. So if you think about it, your body works very hard all the time to just keep you healthy in terms of changing oxygen into carbon dioxide, in changing the foods you eat into different formats in order to digest them and to use them in the body. When your body's got carbon dioxide, how your body gets the carbon dioxide out, how your body is metabolizing the food you eat, how the chemicals in your mouth help to break down food in order to digest it. So it's huge amounts of things, and that metabolism, when we talk about it, that happens all the time, and everybody has a basal rate. What your rate is, if you do nothing else all day, what your body needs to do as a bare minimum just to keep you healthy. So different things that will influence your metabolism. So your age will be a factor, and we'll talk a little bit more about that shortly. Your gender, your muscle to fat ratio, obviously the food you eat, and the level of your physical activity. And your hormones and your nervous system in your body are actually controlling your metabolism. We do have some control over it. There are things we can do to improve it. So very simple terms, a little picture here. So we want to keep your metabolism running. So let's just look here at the pink line, your refined sugars. So that will shoot your metabolism way up and then drop it down 10 minutes later. So your metabolism's gone down. Now we want your metabolism to be busy and stay busy. So if we look at the blue line, we've got some complex carbohydrates there. But you'll get 30 to 60 minutes out of that in terms of boosting your metabolism and keeping it up. If we're looking at lean protein, so chicken, fish, some lean beef, some egg whites, some soy products, you get 2 to 3 hours of improving your metabolism, keeping it up. But if you look at the green line, some lean protein and some complex carbohydrates, so meal replacement shakes, balanced meals, balanced snacks, are going to help you to get that metabolism up and keep it up so that it doesn't just peak and trough. So we want you to get your metabolism up. We want you to keep your body working faster, effectively, faster and harder, and burning more calories all the time. Now, there are so many myths about metabolism. So I've just put some together here for a bit of fun. So are these true or false? You are stuck with the metabolism you have and you cannot change it. That's false. You can change it. Doing some different things with your body in terms of exercise and activity, but also in terms of what you're eating, will affect your metabolism. So you can change it. Okay, aging slows down your metabolism. Well, yes, technically it can, but really, is it your age that slowed down your metabolism or the changes in your lifestyle? And research is showing that it's not actually your age, it's that your whole lifestyle has slowed down. If you keep up a healthy, active lifestyle, your metabolism won't slow down anywhere near as much as if you go, oh, I'm 55 now, I can't possibly go for a walk, I'm too old. So certainly how old you feel in your mind, and also how active you are is impacting much more than your actual real body age. Now this one fascinated me because eating grapefruit or tuna will speed up my metabolism. Now, some people will say, yeah, that's rubbish, but actually when I did the research, it says that these two things could speed up your metabolism. Now, tuna is going to help speed up your metabolism because it's high protein. High protein's great. Eating grapefruit, not quite sure of the science behind that, but the research is saying that either of those two things could speed up your metabolism. Probably not on their own. You'd need to do that in conjunction with some other changes, but certainly I'll skip the grapefruit, but I'll just stick with the tuna. Now, this is a very interesting one because if you cut your calories, your metabolic rate will slow down. So what's the point of exercise? If you cut your calories, yes, your metabolic rate will come down. Your body will slow down. But you need to exercise to keep the balance so that we don't end up with your body running too slow. You need to keep up the exercise to keep your body fired up. It's not just about the exercise, it's about the nutrition. So it's about 80% about what you eat, what goes over your lips and down, and 20% about exercise. If you get that balance right, this one isn't one to worry about. So 80% nutrition, 20% exercise. Now, I love this one. You need to laugh for 10 minutes in an hour, and that will help to boost your metabolism. So go and find yourself something funny to watch, but it needs to be for 10 minutes. So if Faulty Towers is your thing, go and watch 10 minutes of Faulty Towers and have a really, really good laugh to help boost your metabolism. And that's quite an enjoyable one. I think I could put that into my life every day. Interestingly, lack of sleep will slow your metabolism. The research shows that we probably need about 8 hours of sleep. And there is certainly a link between your metabolism and sleep. And seriously, not getting enough sleep may actually really slow that metabolism down. So make sure that you are getting enough sleep. A lot of people are chronically sleep deprived, so over it, like I talked about last week with water, they just don't quite have enough every day, and over time that's not going to help your body. And also there's research that shows that while you are feeling tired, you're more likely to reach for those things to comfort you that you shouldn't be reaching for. Chocolate bars, packets of chips. Now, the instant herbal beverage increases your metabolism. So those of you who've upgraded to an advanced pack or an ultimate pack will have the instant herbal beverage included. So it's a green-based tea. It's a superfood. It has a huge antioxidant punch, and certainly researchers are finding that it really does help to speed your metabolism up. So what our instant herbal beverage does is it raises your body by about a quarter to half a degree. Now your body is constantly working to keep homeostasis, keep your body at that normal constant level. That's where your body, the 37 degrees, that's where your body is the most efficient. So by giving your body something that increases it, it's going to work harder to bring your body temperature down. So while you're sitting watching TV but drinking herbal beverage, your body's actually burning more fat than it would be if you were not, because it's actually just working that little bit harder all the time. So it's calorie free, it's natural. I make up at least 1 litre a day, probably 2 litres most days I would drink of the herbal beverage. And for me personally, when I started drinking the herbal beverage, I actually lost 2 kilos in my first week, and the only thing I had changed that particular week was to increase the amount of herbal beverage I was drinking. So it's certainly great for drink as you shrink. No, shrink as you drink. Let's get it the right way around. So lots of herbal beverage, and I'll show you some more about that in a moment. Muscles burn more energy than fat. So if you have a high muscle percentage over a lower fat percentage, your body will burn more calories. Muscles need more energy than your fat does. Fat doesn't need much energy at all. So we want your body to be having more muscle and less fat. So by increasing your protein, that's going to help your body to build muscle, and you help your body to move on fat. Remember to drink lots of water to flush out all those toxins that your body no longer needs as you become a smaller you. I think this one's pretty obvious. Protein-based healthy snacks as an alternative. I think that one's obvious, but it's sometimes not easy to do. So as I mentioned last week, keep healthy snacks in your bag, in your car, in your desk at work. I've always got a few snacks in my desk at work now that I know I can jump off and eat if I really need to mid-session. So Okay, 30 minutes exercise per day. All the government websites pretty much worldwide are recommending that we need to be more active, and that seems to be one of the factors that's increased obesity over the last number of years, is that people do less physical activity than they used to. We rely much more on the car, we rely much more on having information at home. So see if you can engage in that 30 minutes a day. Now, 30 minutes a day today might seem too much. Can you do 5 minutes today? 5 minutes today is better than 0 minutes today. Then maybe in a couple of days, can you push it up to 10 minutes? Maybe you can do 3 lots of 10 minutes. These 30 minutes doesn't have to happen all in one go. But your 30 minutes, you need to get your body warm, and you need to get your body a little bit puffed, but you still need to be able to have a conversation. So if you couldn't have a conversation with me now, you've overdone it. But you need to just get that exercise going, get your heart beating faster, get your body moving, and that will certainly help to get your metabolism up. Okay, this is definitely false. It is never okay to skip breakfast for anybody. If you're trying to live a healthy and active lifestyle, you need to make sure that you are having your breakfast every single day. Not just on Monday to Friday, or not just on the weekends. Nutrition is about 24/7, not just about what you do on a Monday. Or I have breakfast on Mondays, but I don't manage it the rest of the week. It needs to be every day. So if you don't, your body goes into starvation mode at night. It's pretty paranoid, your body, really. It's not going to get fed again, so it goes into starvation mode. If you don't feed your body at breakfast, you start running, but you haven't given your body any fuel, so it's still in starvation mode. Your metabolism is still running on starvation level, which usually means that you crave something you shouldn't mid-morning, because your body's saying, hello, listen to me, I need to be fed. And the first thing it craves is sugar, because it's the most easy thing for your body to metabolize. So don't skip breakfast. Interestingly, there's some research out that says that the heartier your breakfast is, the better. So it's actually really, really important to have a good breakfast, not just, half a piece of toast. Obviously, Formula 1 shake would be awesome for breakfast. Something egg-based, but something protein-based certainly for your breakfast. Those people who ate 0 to 11% of their calories in the morning gained nearly 3 pounds during the study. But if you actually regularly skip breakfast, research is saying you're 4.5 times more likely to become obese than those people who actually took time to eat. Now, time for eating breakfast. If you're on the Formula 1 shakes, how long does it take to make a shake? 2 minutes? Time to go to the cupboard, get the shake, spoon it in, shake it up. I drink my shake often in the car on the way to work. I have plenty of time to make sure I've got a shake. A couple of minutes. So certainly breakfast is really, really key. Now, I just thought I'd show you this. This is some of the amounts of energy you're actually going to use per hour doing these activities. So if you're sitting around quietly, 0.4 calories an hour. So you're not burning an awful lot sitting around. Writing, interestingly, is about the same. Standing relaxed, tiny bit more. If you go up to rowing in a race on a boat, maybe a little canoe, you're burning about 16 calories an hour. That's not very many. A Snickers bar, 296 calories. So even if you are improving your metabolism, you still need to really think about how many calories are in these things. That's like just over a quarter of your daily allowance in one Snickers bar. So have a think. But an apple is only 81 calories roughly. So you wouldn't have to swim anywhere near as many races in order to burn the calories off. So irrespective of what's happening with your metabolism, what goes in has to be burnt off somewhere, or it sits on your body. So things we can do, we need to rev up your body. So 30 minutes exercise a day. As I said, start with 5. Everybody can do 5 minutes a day. Then double it, see if you can do 10. If you're doing resistance training, 3 days a week. Don't do resistance training every day. Otherwise your muscles don't have time to repair. And while your muscles are actually repairing, they're burning extra calories. So on that off day, they're still working hard. Interestingly, an extra 5 kilograms of muscle will burn an extra 150 calories a day. So if you can lose some weight and put on 5 kilos of muscle, another 150 calories a day that will be burnt in your body. So if you're trying to lose weight, more muscle, it's going to help to increase your metabolism, which is going to help to increase the weight, the faster your fat is burnt off. Don't go below 1,200 calories a day. That's your absolute minimum. Most people will need a little bit more than that, unless you're absolutely tiny. I'm working with one particular client who's very, very short and slight. So we're certainly looking just a little under the 1,200, but she's an exception to the rule. Here, never skip breakfast, and obviously focusing now on your protein-based snacks. So here's a picture of the instant herbal beverage. It comes in 2 flavors. This is the original. It also comes in a peach flavor. You can mix it up with hot and cold water. Personally, I like mine cold. I'll make it up in my water bottle every day. It does count towards your water intake for the day. It's green tea based, so green tea does count in your water intake. But I love the fact that it's your gym in a can. It's helping you to shape up your body just by drinking it. So helping to burn those extra calories by just drinking something different. I'm happy to do that. That's simple. And it's a really simple thing. I actually keep a very small tub of this beverage, rather than taking the whole tub with me everywhere I go. I keep a very small tub in my handbag, and that means I've always got some. If I refill my water bottle, I can add a little bit of tea as well. So I've got my tea all day, every day. Okay, so what are you going to do this week? So this is week 3. Make sure you continue to increase your protein. Can you reach your daily target? So if your target's 150 grams of protein a day, how close are you to that target? You should be pretty close by now. Make sure you're planning your meals. And the meal plan is uploaded on the Lose Weight Oz page. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, at least 2 litres. As I'm recording this, we're heading into summer. We've had a couple of hot weeks, so you'll need to be making sure you've got even more water in your body as you're sweating it all off. And also think about changes in your metabolism. So think about those things that you can change in what you're eating, what you're doing, but let's start with 5 minutes exercise every day. And you can tick that off, write it off on your meal planner that you did 5 minutes. Maybe you did 5 minutes walking. Maybe you did 5 minutes of squatting. Maybe you did 5 minutes of doing lunges in the living room. Maybe you chased the dog around the garden. Maybe you played soccer with the kids. Any of those things, just 5 minutes as a start. Next day, let's work it up to 10. But we really want 30, but let's start with 5. Okay, so next week, we're going to talk about carbohydrates, we're going to talk about shopping, and we're going to talk about cooking, which will also help you back with your meal planning. So all the best for this week, and I'll be in touch with you individually very soon.